Olá, aqui é o Ronaldo, diretor da Bitrip Intercâmbio. Hoje eu estou aqui com um representante da Escola Emerald, da Irlanda. A gente vai falar um pouco mais a respeito dessa escola, que é considerada uma das melhores escolas da Irlanda, que fica em Dublin. Hoje o Miguel vai falar um pouco mais a respeito, né, de algumas vantagens competitivas, alguns diferenciais que essa escola tem. Hello, Miguel. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure to have you here at B-Trip, having this interview for our audience. And how are you doing?
Fine, thank you for inviting me to have this opportunity
Yes,
to
good.
talk directly to your students.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so let's talk about Emerald. You've been working there for how many years?
Already 10 years.
10 years.
10
My
years
God,
already, yeah.
That's great.
It's
Okay.
a long time already.
So you know very much about the Emerald and also the environment. You know a lot of students who has studying there.
Yeah, I mean, now I live in Madrid, but I used to live in Dublin for so many years and in direct contact with the students. So I know so many stories and things that happens, people that got married.
Okay, it's great.
In the school, yeah, I mean, people studying in the school.
And I know that Emerald, it's very well-known school in Ireland, in Dublin. And Emerald is considered one of the best schools there. So could you please talk about the Emerald Cultural Institute history?
Yeah, we were established in 1986. So this is actually our 30th anniversary.
It's great.
We started just with summer courses, and then we immediately, after 2 years, we started a full year school. And the school has been developing summer courses, and now we have 2 schools in Dublin, and then summer programs in Ireland, UK, and also United States. So the school has been growing over this year, and now we have more than 15 different nationalities, agents that we work with in all these countries.
Nice. And as you are working there for 10 years, what do you think it's a very competitive advantage of Emerald among, because you know Ireland is a very there are so many competitors, right? So you have like some low budget schools, but Emerald has a very strong brand there. So what do you think about that?
I mean, in our school, our people, the directors, and we have been always focusing on 3-4 things. The first one is the excellence of teaching. All the academic program, it's really been looked after. It's really good. Then the facilities. We are bit different in terms of location and in terms of campus. We have a campus for the schools are within a campus.
It's similar to like a university campus,
right?
right?
I would say like a private university. So it's we have our own private gardens. We have a restaurant. There are facilities that are completely different to other schools in Dublin. And then the third thing is something that it's a cultural thing in the school. It's this personal attention for the student that is in front of us. So we try always to help the student to any with any problem that they have from a personal point of view, an academic point of view, or an accommodation point of view.
My name is Raquel Sanchez from Spain. Last year, I went to Dublin to study English at the Emerald Cultural Institute because I wanted to join a business master program in an English-speaking university, so I needed an IELTS score of 7. I chose Emerald because it was highly recommended by some friends as one of the best schools to study English.
Great.
So that personal attention, it would be another.
And one thing that you told me, the host families are very well selected, right? And they have like an advantage because as Emerald is in a residential area, they are very close to the school, right?
Yeah, like I would say that 15% of the students walk to the school. So
Nice,
it's really close. I mean, a lot of people, they don't need public transportation. Maybe they need just the bike.
Okay.
Then whoever needs the transportation, but it would take only 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get to the school. So it's really very close to the host family areas. Then we have our own department of accommodation with 4 or 5 people that work on this department, and we do visit these families every year. Okay. So we're having a continuous monitor of a system with the families.
When I landed, John, the Emerald driver, took me to meet my host family, the Ryans. They were very friendly and made me feel like part of their family. On my first day of school, Mrs. Ryan showed me the best way to get there. The school is in a beautiful building in a great location close to my host family and close to the center of Dublin City.
That's great. It's good. And here at B-Trip, we work with a student who has the profile of over 30 years. And normally they are working as a professional for a long time. They have a career, so they are looking for English course to improve their skills and to get a better job opportunity. So what kind of course can you offer in Emerald Cultural Institute?
Yeah, our courses are quite intensive because what we would like is that the students that come to us, they really get the most from their experience, so including the academic side. So our courses are minimum 20 hours per week, and it could be up to 26. Okay. We have a course for general English, but we also have conversation classes in the afternoon where they can improve their fluency or prepare for an exam, or business English for whoever is more interested on English for work. So these are some kind of programs that we have to help the students to really have a professional development as well, not just the English, but a professional development.
Okay. During my first week, I met with Liz, my academic tutor, and we put together a personal study plan. I had a scheduled monthly meeting with Liz, but of course, I could talk to her anytime. My teachers were also really helpful and gave me regular feedback, which helped me improve in all areas, and I hit my target IELTS score of 7. In the afternoons, I used the self-study center, where there was a teacher available to help me.
And for those students, Miguel, what are the best moments of the year to go there?
Well, in reality, this is not the best moment. Obviously, any moment that they can come, I understand is good. Obviously, the summer is a bit busier, so anytime during the year, avoiding a little bit July, August is good. Because in July and August, there are more people, more students from Europe that come to Ireland to learn to short courses. So anywhere, any time of the year is fine.
And if they they are afraid of the cold, what can they do?
The what?
The cold, like it's cold weather, like winter.
The cold. Well, in Ireland it's not that cold because we are close to the seaside. So the weather is now in winter. It could be between 2 degrees and 8 degrees. So it's cold, but it's not.
Okay.
We rarely get snow, so it's okay. It's okay. We don't have also very warm summers. It's let's say it's a mild weather. Let's say.
Okay, great. And Miguel, if a Brazilian student wants to study more than 6 months, they can also apply for work part-time, right?
Yes.
So what kind of support Emerald Culture Institute can offer for the student?
Well, first, when the students arrive, we have a full induction on how to live in Dublin, how to move around the city. We have a city orientation on the first day. Then we explain all the administration process that they need to do in order to register in immigration. That's the first step.
Yeah.
Then we have a monthly seminar on how to find a job in Ireland. So we explain the regulation in Ireland, so the basic regulation that they need to know. Then we explain where to look for a job in Dublin. And whenever we get job offers, we publish those
Okay.
offers in the school, so the students, we have a board where the students can
Okay.
see
It's nice.
there are jobs available.
Okay.
That's for free. That seminar every month is for free. It's included in the price.
Okay, it's good.
The welcome and personal attention from all the staff at Emerald made it easy to settle in quickly. After the placement test and an introduction by Ella, the student welfare officer, I had my first class. The students in my class came from all over the world to study programs from general to specialized. The facilities were excellent and made learning really enjoyable. The canteen, garden, and study rooms were great places to spend time with my new friends, and I could stay in touch with everyone at home using the free Wi-Fi access.
And also normally they stay for just the first month in a host family or student residence, and after that, do you have any kind of support for those students?
Yeah, well, basically all the accommodation in Dublin is very much, you find accommodation on the internet, like in online websites. Sometimes we receive advertisements for sharing accommodation, student accommodation close by. So we put them, and also if we know that there is a place available, we publish.
Okay.
And then we help them giving advice. Obviously, we don't have an accommodation person looking for apartments for the students, but we help them as much as we can. We give advice because of the different areas, the transportation as well is something important. So we support them as much as we can.
Okay, it's perfect. And nowadays we have many Brazilian students living in Ireland, so sometimes it's not so easy to improve their English, right? Because there are a Brazilian community there, so it's easier to only speak in Portuguese. Yeah. And Emerald is good because you told me that 90% of the English schools are in the old city, right? The historic city center. But Emerald is in a residential area, so normally there are more people from Ireland living there. And how can this Brazilian student who are focused in learning English, how can they improve their English and when they go to Emerald Culture Institute?
Yeah, well, the first thing to realize is that in our school we have a 10%, 15% maximum students coming from Brazil.
Oh, that's good. It's very good.
And we have 50 different nationalities in the school. Obviously, if you are in a class or in a school where you have 50 or 60 Brazilians or 100, it's more difficult to avoid Brazilian people. So looking for schools that have many different nationalities, so you can, obviously you have a friend from Brazil, that's fine, but that you can make friends with other people from other nationalities, that's something that the students have to consider before going to a school or to choose the school. Then to avoid speaking Portuguese is something really very personal. It's really up to each person to try to avoid. Obviously, it depends of the school. They will have more chance or not to meet Brazilian people.
Okay.
So that's that's what I would say.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. And just to wrap up our conversation, Miguel, can you send a message for our audience or students who are looking for an English course in Ireland?
Yeah, well, I would say Ireland is a fantastic place for all the Brazilian, South American students. I think it's a really welcoming country, and people are really warm and welcoming. So it's a fantastic place to really spend 1 year, have experience of the culture, the Irish culture, and also have the possibility of traveling around Europe and knowing all all Europe, or the different cities in Europe. Then we would be happy to welcome all of you, and we really look forward it. So we wait for you.
Okay, that's great. So thank you very much for this opportunity to have you here. You have a long trip, and then you come here, and we have this meeting together, and I hope it can help the student to decide which is the best course for them. Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you for this.
And thank you very much for everyone. Obrigado para todo mundo e grande abraço. Tchau, tchau.
Obrigado.